Hello friends, Arthur here with more Zipkist and more Showcase. Showcase number 75, as always hosted by Ronan, and well, I would say for me this was one of the hardest Showcase for the last, I don't know, for the long time. And we start with Lima and his map, and probably one of his worst map. And well, as you see, it's a weird one. I never finish it. It was really strange way to finish it. For my understanding, the best way is just throw your dead body through the fan and it give you opportunity to finish it. But I didn't know that. I have only one attempt and I crashed not perfectly. So yeah, not the best way to start this showcase. Grave Mistakes by Waterbites, second map, and it's also not usual. It's a backward map, and this is way easier, at least for me, because I use controller, and honestly for anyone who set up action keys, I believe 60%, even 70 could be way faster, at least backward. It gives you stability. It didn't try to turn your zip again in front of the wheels, so hard. But if you know tricks, if you use steer limiter, pretty normal solid map, which is slightly harder to say about Starfall Fields by Maki and Mao map. And to be fair, it was harder probably for me because at least 10-12 people finished this map. The problem was for me, the first one is to choose which pass to choose, a Maki or the Mao. And I tried to do Mao several times because it's though downhill. I thought it will be safer. It's not for me. I lose several times there. I couldn't jump. I didn't have enough speed to go up. So, and as you saw for the Mao, I just didn't have enough time to try and finish this map. But even if I did it, I don't think I would have enough speed at the end because as you saw, the end is speed check. The one thing that could save me if there is a booster, but I didn't finish it, so I don't know. Again, if one finish it or Maki will watch this video, or Mao, let me know if they're booster before the finish or it's a speed check, and probably I couldn't finish it. End of the Shift by Variable Ferret, and at least for right now, there is pattern. One map is finishable, one is not. So it's a small spoiler for this map, and this is quite doable map, but this style for such type of map, I can say, and I probably a lot of times say that this is if you have enough speed, if you do all the jumps, all moments correctly, it's pretty smooth, nice track. If you do one tiny mistakes on some of the jumps, of some of the transition onto the hill, you become bouncy, you lose speed, and then the part after this mistake become a nightmare. And probably if you do mistake before this jump, you won't finish this track. Astoria in Autumn by Metal CJ. Finally, nice classical map. Some transition are hard, and this map have all these fans, and on tracks with a fan, the most beneficial way is to get in this fan flow as fast as you can. It give you boost, it give you momentum, so you have more speed at the end. But sometimes you need to do a compromise, because if it's go higher and it's uphill, so it's not usually beneficial. But it's up to you to find the good compromise for that. Wavin by Bram 2323, and the beginning of this map is really fun. So first 25 seconds you can do completely AFK, and for 2 or 3 my attempts, first 2 or 3 attempts, it was even faster than I could steer, while I could find all these correct lines, correct loops inside of the pipe that could help me to faster and take optimal line. And overall it's all about find the line inside the pipe to not crash, to not have these smoke tires, and to not crash into the pipe by just jumping over and losing momentum. And I really love this element of the boosters inside the pipe, how to speed up. Love execution of this. Very nice. Machu Picchu by Euler and Can't Find the Sky, Mounty map, and again quite interesting because the same idea of correct jump and finding the flow in all these jumps to overjump some obstacles, basically skip some parts, some elements, which eventually give you better result at the end. But overall, very nice flowy map. Like almost everyone finish it, and it's all about finding the ideal line to reduce your time, not like fighting with the track, try to find something and not crash. And I really love all this decoration on the track. And doing this track, you don't need to go to photo mode. You could. It's way nice decoration, but you can watch it even during driving this track. Vanilla City for DD Nana. 2-minute track for 5-minute round. I would say very hard. And for me, it became hard literally from the first turn. I have like 3, maybe 4 lucky attempt to turn, and you need to turn correctly. You can't like use smoke tires. You need to steer correct because there are a lot of jumps. You need to preserve a lot of speed for all these jumps. Again, if you do some jumps like incorrectly, for me, like I believe checkpoint 3 was one of the problematic jump. I bounce, I lose some time, I lose some speed, and probably same was for checkpoint 4. So for me, it's tiny mistakes. They completely ruined my run because I didn't have enough speed for the next jump and I crashed. I believe that was like penultimate jump for this track, but even if I got lucky, I could do this bump ideally. Probably I wouldn't have enough speed to do the last jump into the finish, because as you will see, all other parts of the track before the finish are smooth. They're like in one piece. There's no something that could ruin my run and you already not have enough speed or you're not so fast as at the start. So it's become more calm and calm track. But the last jump into the finish, I believe I wouldn't have enough speed to do that. And again, as I said at the beginning, we didn't have enough time, enough attempt, at least I didn't have, to finish this track. And as you can see, only 5 or 6 people finish this track. So yeah, again, I understand challenging tracks and everything, but for like 5 minutes round, I think it's quite long track and quite complicated for most of the players. Again, just looking on the leaderboard. Probably if there was several like small boosters before jumps, there will more finishers. And for logic gates, we're back with really interesting idea for the tracks from Diablo. It's Pong. It's another version. I believe we already have like 1 or 2 like optional version for this game. It's speed up only because I know I have like 2 attempts. First, just to read how to use controllers, what to do on the track, and second one, I was just playing with let's say AI. We can say this is AI. Like right now, everyone says that they have AI, so why not? And as you can see, some of the things how you can play, it's quite easy, and sometimes your opponent can't hit the ball. It's not always find the perfect line, and for a long time it was nice. I was winning, but there is a problem. Sometimes your, how you call it, rocket, I don't know, let's call it rocket, it's stuck. And there's instruction, I believe there's instruction because Diablo knows that it could happen, but for some reason I spent quite some time just to find the way how like doing left right, it still was stuck, and you see it's like take 4 balls for me to just figure it out. And because of that, I believe only because of that, I didn't have enough time to finish this round. I thought there will be like 2-5 point, but like because it's take like almost all round for me, and the score is already like 8, so I believe it was till 10, and yeah, I didn't finish. I really want to know how it's end. It's just like just hey, you win and that's it. But yeah, so I leave it to you to find it out and play this track, and I believe it's fine. I know that Yannick plan to rebuild or update the logic in this game, and it should become better or advanced. So yeah, we'll see. Pastel Pillars by Riddle. I love colors. They're calm. They're really nice, honestly. For like some reason, I start loving such like calm pastel colors. Maybe it's age. I don't know. As of track, quite nice, quite wide, not really fast. My problem was the jump to checkpoint 6. As you saw, a lot of players did it. They have speed, they have angle. I have big problem there. Like all my attempt after this one, the first one that I could finish track, I try to do this jump because it's definitely faster. But each time I or didn't have enough speed, or I have a like wrong angle, so I crashed or clip the wheel and lose all speed. So it's like no point to continue finish track. So I restarted. But yeah, it's finishable. You can go safety route or try as me then and like do the hard one, risky one. But it's really doable. Buggy Pilaga by Tommy Legamin. And at the beginning, I saw it's quite a doable track. Yes, there are a lot of weird jump, weird transition line, weird loop, intentional loop. But for me, the main problem, and for a lot of players, they all like complain a lot, was the jump after the 5 checkpoint point to the 6 one. And I have only one attempt, like lucky attempt at the end, which I honestly say it was pure luck. I clip wheel, I lose speed, that's why I'm like moving very, very slow. But as you saw, if you can do this jump, you basically can finish this track. My problem, I just didn't have enough time to do basically the last like 2 turns. And yes, so all around have time frames, time limits, so I was just unlucky. Nomic by Kyoken, and yet another track that I didn't finish. And again, there like one specific element that a lot of players can complain about, that a lot of attempts fail there. I was like basically doing the same. It's like downhill and I crash. I didn't have enough momentum, or I steer badly to turn correctly. But as you can see, after that there are several jumps, like half pipe, and then the thing that after start using for like last showcase, or like at least this month, it's like transition into the wall ride, and it's like completely 180-degree flat wall ride until the end, and you need to be very, very smooth at the end on this transition, because if you won't do it, you will fall. Gridless Steel by Moxter, yet another track that I didn't finish, and I believe not a lot of players finish it because the way how it's built, a lot of jumps. But I believe at some point it was my fault, because the jump on the pipe near checkpoint 2, I did it several times, but this sharp transition and go from that to the pipe, I was failing off. So my mistake, I believe I was needed to switch camera to like static one, and it could help me to figure it out. The Dragon Class Skyship by Dragon Shadow. Well, this track I did finish, and this quite nice. Even there's several really like tight turns, basically on the limit, on edge of like steering and losing steering depending on speed. So this is very nice tight moment, and I love it. It's like correct way. Again, for me it more like problem of the line. I couldn't find the correct one, but I still find this challenging but doable, and that's why I love this track. And decoration of the ship is really, really nice. The Forgotten Feature by Ojel Games, and yes, this is Forgotten Feature and I wish it was there. So if you're new on the channel or just start playing Zipkis, this is how the flying feature was back then before Paraglide was introduced. I believe Paraglide was with Beautiful Beta, so before that we were flied with this element that should be like use and reduce gravity, but people use it for flying, and at some point like almost everyone use it, so I believe Yannick had this idea to add this paraglide here. And I honestly don't want to mention it, but I write the really interesting thought that Ojel need to combine both these elements like paraglide and this like gravity feature in one theme. I don't know, it will be like one element then another, then again the first one, or like at the same time. Let's leave it to the Ojel fantasy or madness. It's really close, but honestly I really want to see this track combination even if I never finish it. Happy birthday Moxter by Tiger Play on PC, and if on this week Moxter have had the birthday, then yep, happy birthday man. As of track, too metally. Some lines are unknowingly hard for me, and again, same element, like one element that ruin everything for me, and this element where I lose in like orientation. I just don't know where I am, what I need to do, and I just really happy that the final part is quite big, wide, and I had the momentum to finish it on the last second. I was like praying, crying to just try to finish it at the last moment, and yeah, it was quite tense for me to finish it. Link checkpoint can be evil, and well, small update, I believe it was released like last week. Yannick released this feature like linked checkpoint, so you can link, I don't know, like at least two. I know that you can link two checkpoints and they can be in a different places, and it's a good feature. Right now you can build a lot of tracks like that have different layouts, and all checkpoints will be count. Before that, you have the problem that as a checkpoint, you need to build it like really wide, and it should be aligned in the boss track, and it's like has the flow. You don't have all flexibility in building. Right now you can, and well, at least right now, I believe II shows this track, and Maki and Mao also, like they have this feature. I just forgot to mention that. Crab Desert by Just Maki, and well, this is the last track for this showcase, and I hope you like it. At least watch. I not really love a lot of really hard tracks. Someone even said that probably there was like a secret chat or secret theme, like the most hardest track for this week, because there were a lot of hard tracks. As of Just Maki, I honestly just happy that I finished on a high note. I finished this track. I could finish it several times. I find the lines that I can do. At least on this track, I really find the proper line to do this element after checkpoint 5. So yeah, I'm really happy to finish this track and finish the showcase with tracks that I finish. Yeah, so it was hard, still fun. Really glad to see some like old feature, like not really happy, but just glad to see that people is back to something old and try it again. Okay guys, as always, leave likes, leave comments, did you like it, did you not, and see you next time.